Day 17, the Magic Cheque. In the magical universe, there are no coincidences and there are no accidents. Nothing happens unless someone wills it to happen. William S. Burroughs, 1914 to 1997, writer and poet. Again, in the magical universe, there are no coincidences and there are no accidents. Nothing happens unless someone wills it to happen. When you direct gratitude's magical power toward any negative condition, a new condition is created, eliminating the old condition. That means that when you get yourself to the place where you feel grateful for money more than you feel a lack of money, a new condition is created, eliminating the lack of money and magically replacing it with more money. Again, that means that when you get yourself, let's read it from the beginning. When you direct gratitude's magical power toward any negative condition, a new condition is created, eliminating the old condition. So we infuse gratitude's magical power towards a negative situation. And because of that gratitude, she says, we create a new situation, eliminating the old one. That means that when you get yourself to the place where you feel grateful for money, chahe kitna bhi ho, but if you get yourself to a place, kitna bhi ho matlab scarcity, kam bhi ho. If you get yourself to the place where you feel grateful for money more than you feel a lack of money, a new condition is created, eliminating the lack of money and magically replacing it with more money. All bad feelings about money push money away from you and reduce the amount of money in your life. And every time you feel bad about money, you reduce it a little more. If you have feelings about money like envy, disappointment, worry, fear, you cannot receive more. She's just endorsing, stating this. The law of attraction says that like attracts like. So, if you feel disappointed that you don't have enough money, you will receive more disappointing circumstances of not having enough money. If you are worried about money, you will receive more worrying situations about money. If you're worried about money, if you feel fearful about the state of your money, then you must receive more situations that will continue to make you fearful about money. All bad feelings about money push money away from you and reduce the amount of money in your life. And every time you feel bad about money, you reduce it a little more. If you have feelings about money like envy, disappointment, worry, or fear, you cannot receive more. The law of attraction says that like attracts like. So if you feel disappointed that you don't have enough money, you will receive more disappointing circumstances of not having enough money. If you are worried about money, you will receive more worrying situations about money. If you feel fearful about the state of your money, then you must receive more situations. She's guaranteeing that. That will continue to make you fearful about money. However difficult it may be, you have to ignore your current situation of whatever scarcity you may be having and any lack of money you may currently be experiencing. And gratitude is the guaranteed way for you to do that. You can't be grateful for money and disappointed about it at the same time. You can't be grateful for money and be disappointed about it at the same time. You can't be grateful for money and be disappointed about it at the same time. Say this twice more mentally. You can't be thinking grateful thoughts about money and have worried thoughts about money at the same time. You can't be thinking grateful thoughts about money and have worried thoughts about money at the same time. You can't be thinking grateful thoughts about money and have worried thoughts about money at the same time. Nor can you be grateful for money and have fearful thoughts about money at the same time. And that's the reason why she says कि जब लिखते हो तब वो फील करना बहुत ही ज़रूरी है. Extremely important to be feeling when we are writing. Nor can you be grateful for money and have fearful thoughts about money at the same time. When you're grateful for money, not only do you stop the negative thoughts and feelings that push away money from you, you're doing the very thing that brings more money to you. Very powerful sentences. Very, very powerful. Pay full attention to this. You've already practiced gratitude for money. We did that in the previous chapters. You've already practiced gratitude for money you have received and continue to receive. Because we wrote gratitude for our parents and for paying the fees and for buying our books and for the education and for the shoes that we outgrew. All that we practiced earlier. So, before you use gratitude's magical power for the money you want, you need to understand the various ways and avenues that money or riches could come into your life. Because if you're not grateful each time your riches or money increase, you will stop the abundance from flowing to you. Money can come to you through receiving an unexpected check. So throughout over here, she writes the CHEQUE check as CHECK, okay, the magic check. Money can come to you through receiving an unexpected check. How many of us have received that? An increase in salary or suddenly more orders. So receiving salary or business or more orders means turnover. Money loves speed. Money loves, it's a mantra. Money loves speed. If you're keeping on holding on to it, saying, using scarcity feeling, saying, I don't have enough, I have zilch, I have zero, that's what happens. Hence, an exchange, planning a trip, planning a holiday, planning a vacation, planning a dinner out, a family outing, anything, buying jewelry, handbag, shoes, clothes, anything, self education, signing up for such courses, anything requires first the payment, the energy exchange. How many times my husband has broken the news to me, oh, we got a tax refund or whatever, the interest on certain, तब जब businesses चलाते थे और loans में जब थे तब, oh, the bank, we are waived off this loan, we are waived off that loan, or sorry, interest or that interest, or an unanticipated gift of money from someone. Unanticipated gift of money from someone. How much we take this for granted. Your money can also increase when somebody else spontaneously picks up the tab, means the bill, the invoice, while है ना, I'm paying कैसे हम खींचते हैं bill end में when we go out with friends for dinner and it's not a like soldier system where you share, No, they pull the bill, and that steward or the waiter or the manager is like, "Arey bhai, ye kisko do?" So he or she says, picks up the tab for the coffee or the lunch or dinner. When you're about to purchase an item and you discover it has been discounted, when there's a money back offer on a purchase, or when someone gives you a gift of something you needed to actually buy. The end result of every one of these circumstances is that you have more money. At the end of it all, you have more money. Interest was waived off on a loan, or it reduced, or we did an FD, senior citizens FD, and we moved our funds from the FD from one bank to the other because it was paying us more interest. Gratitude to that bank. An unexpected check, a sudden increase in your stocks, investments, portfolio, in work, in orders, in salary, a lottery win, as I often share with you, how my children just got 2 business class tickets in a lucky draw, a housey. Wow, imagine. A tax refund, an unanticipated or expected gift of money from someone. So much sharing happens of this in the groups. So much sharing. योर मनी मेरे मदर इन लॉ ने मुझे ये दिया, मेरी मम्मी ने मुझे ये दिया, मुझे है ना ये गिफ्ट आ गई सडनली, मेरी सिस्टर ने मुझे ये दिया. Your money can only increase when somebody else, your money can also increase when somebody else picks up a bill, when you are about to purchase a tea, coffee, lunch, dinner, or you purchase an item which is discounted. There's money back offer on that purchase, or when someone gives you a gift of something you need to buy. Like today, I ordered the book, You Can Heal Your Life, because I'm going to do it next after this. So I wanted it lying around in every room. So I ordered 2 more books of You Can Heal Your Life. It so happened that there was a 10% discount on the card, the credit card. So on a book of whatever, a total bill of whatever, I got a 10% discount on the entire thing on Amazon. So I saved so much money. So she's saying that means it is as good as money penny saved is penny earned, right? Because of those discounts and everything. Because if it does, you need to be very grateful for the money you're receiving through these circumstances. If you tell a friend you're about to buy an item and a friend offers to lend it or give you the very item because they don't use it, or if you're planning to travel and you hear about a discounted special that you end up taking, or if you're lending, oh my God, I must tell you about the discounted specials, okay? From our trip to New Zealand to our trip to Canada to partially our trip to Japan were almost free. Almost free. Mahindra members or RCI members or timeshare members. है ना? 14 days of New Zealand in the best places of timeshare exchange. Plus, there was some huge amount of points of the airline ticket. My husband was just reminding my children day before yesterday when they arrived. County or resort or something. Totally free Disneyland. Total stay 3 days. Japan, AOL or that new airline had launched some major offer, buy one get one free, and that too on our points. Free. So imagine, it obviously was coming from either gratitude अंदर से or because of writing. Complainers have to pay 3 times more. You keep going on that and you will see, अरे टिकट तो बहुत बढ़ गई, अरे यार कितना महंगा हो गया अभी तो, अरे यार और महंगा होता ही जाएगा. Yeah, ANA, correct. Air Nippon Airlines. Thank you. ANA had just started at that time. तो वो चेरी ब्लॉसम गए हम, एयरलाइन बाय वन गेट वन फ्री, वो भी डिस्काउंट पे. So this is how it is. Beautiful, right? Travel. Or if you're lending institution, which means anyone, any bank or private institution who has given us loan lowers their interest rate. Isn't this a big one? Or a service provider offers you a far better package, aquaguard service, yeah, anything, pest control service. Your money has magically increased through the savings of money. Just day before yesterday, we took a quote for this machar. There was suddenly, because of monsoon, an entire, like, what do you say, exodus of mosquitoes in our house. And we were taking quotes, and he said 10,000. So I told my husband, forget it. That's really quite a bit, it's a lot. So we didn't negotiate uh, with the service provider. We just told him, no, thank you, no, thank you, and no, thank you. From 10,000, he came to 5,000. From 5,000, he came to 2,500. So just imagine, he gave us discounts. We didn't negotiate with him. Negotiation shows a scarcity. All we said is, nahi bhai, for one service 10,000, thoda, we'll think about it later. Bas, no negotiating. Pura down to 2,500. And then I put it on one of the groups I am. So 4 different suggestions came. Put chai patti in water, put citrella and order it. तो वो सब भी ऑर्डर किया तो अमेजोन में उस पे डिस्काउंट, इस पे डिस्काउंट, इस पे डिस्काउंट. Put in your good night, put some oil, neem oil. गायब एक दिन में मच्छर. थैंक यू, थैंक यू, थैंक यू लिखती गई वापस. And if your lending institution lowers the interest rate, service provider reduces, your money magically increased through the saving of that, right? Because you saved that much. Are you getting the idea of the unlimited situations where you can receive money? Says Rhonda Byrne. Most likely you've experienced some of these situations in the past. अब सब याद आ रहे हैं ना सबको? कितने सारे ऐसे situations याद आ रहे हैं ना? Everyone is saying yes. And whether you realized it or not at that time, they occurred because you attracted them. Most of these situations that I'm talking about us, I was not practicing gratitude and magic book at that time. We just attracted it at that time. Many people call it good luck. We use this word, no, oh, good luck. But it's not luck at all. It's universal law. जितना करते रहोगे ना ये बुक को, you will find it so scientific. Universal law. What you sow, so you reap. Law of karma. Attraction. बाप रे, जितना करोगे इसको. I've done it so many times. I've never ever thought. I've just, it keeps polishing again and again and again and again. Universal law, she says. It's not luck at all, she says. She says, don't use that word. Oh, I was lucky. I got lucky. She is saying, Rhonda Byrne is saying, you attracted it because of your gratitude, and you made your pit because of your complaining, scarcity, nature, using all those ghatiya, lousy words. Any circumstances that results in you having more money or receiving something that cost money is a result of your gratitude. She writes your in italics. Whenever you've received some money, it's because you were grateful. You'll feel great joy in knowing that you did it. And when you combine your joy with your gratitude, you have a real magnetic force that will keep attracting more and more abundance. When I arrived in the United States, this is very touchy. Very, very touchy, really. She says, when I arrived in the United States several years ago, I arrived with 2 suitcases. I worked in bare bones apartment, मतलब skeletal जैसा, खाली walls ही थी. With my computer on my lap. There was not even a table to rest her computer. I didn't have a car, and so I mostly walked everywhere. But I was grateful for everything. I was grateful to be in the United States. I was grateful for the work I was doing. I was grateful for the bare bones apartment with its 4 plates, 4 knives, 4 forks, and 4 spoons. I was grateful that I could walk to most places. I was grateful that there was a taxi stand right across my street. Then something incredible happened. A person I knew decided to gift to me a driver and a car for a few months. Other than my computer, I was living with the most basic material things to survive. कंप्यूटर को भी वो लग्जरी बोल रहे हैं. She is saying other than my computer. मतलब वो तो मेरा luxury है. I was living with the most basic material things to survive. And then suddenly, I had my own personal driver and car. I was grateful, so I was given more. And that is exactly how magic happens with gratitude. Today's magical practice for the money you want to receive has brought astonishing results to many people. Astonishing results. And she's writing this 3.5 decades back. Today, you should see her popularity. I mean, small timers like me, what am I on this planet? What am I in this universe? How many are we? 30, 40, 50? And look at what we are doing here. And she is saying 3.5 decades back itself, it showed astonishing results. And here we are doing it in a pyramid, right? ऐसे कितने सारे हजारों ग्रुप इस प्लैनेट पे करते होंगे और उनके भी खुद के 1, 2, 30, 40, 100, 200, 500 फॉलोअर्स हो गए. मैंने खुद ने कितने किए हैं. तो तब से लेके मल्टीप्लाइड बाय 35, 38 years, मल्टीप्लाइड बाय द नंबर ऑफ पीपल, मल्टीप्लाइड बाय दोज इनटू दोज, crore multiplied by crore, करोड़ा करोड़ी. Astonishing results तब है, तो अब क्या कर सकते हैं हम? What we can do? At the end of this practice, you will find a blank magic check for the gratitude bank of the universe. Just like universe has enough sunlight, universe has enough moonlight, universe has enough sparkling stars, universe has enough oxygen. 5 elements तो universe के पास भर भर के हैं. Air, water, fire, है ना? सब कुछ, oxygen. So enough it has, sunlight. The bank of the universe, the gratitude bank of universe is going to give us what we write today. And you're going to write out your magic check to your own self. Each one of us will write our magic check to Mamta. Each one. We are going to order in gratitude to the gratitude bank of the universe. And she requests us that it has to be a figure for a particular thing. To the bank of the universe, and you're going to write out the magic check to yourself. Fill in the amount of money you want to receive along with your name and today's date. Choose a specific amount of money for one thing you really, 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 really badly want. Because you will be able to fill your gratitude for the money when you know what you are going to spend the money on. वो किसके ऊपर खर्चा करने वाले हो? What do you really want? a home, an AC, an upgradation in your car, anything, spoil yourself, pamper yourself, from a 2 BHK to a 4 BHK, anything. This is about you. First, अपने लिए. बच्चों का नहीं है यहाँ. She says it's about you. Choose that fixed amount. If you think that, वो क्या कहते हैं, rate per square foot in that area is this much, तो कितना लगेगा उसका? Fill in that amount. Choose a specific amount for that one thing you want, because you will be able to feel more gratitude for the money when you know what you're going to spend the money on. Money is energy, okay? Money is a means to what you want, but it's not the end result. So if you just thought about money per se, you wouldn't be able to feel as much gratitude. The feeling of gratitude will come for the object, for the thing, for the piece of jewelry, for the handbag, for the home, for the car, for the new property that you may be buying for your business, or the new showroom that you may be investing in. Money is energy, and money loves speed. When you imagine getting the things you really want, or doing the things you really want to do, like a vacation, you will feel far more gratitude than if you were just being grateful for. To this, I'm adding, don't forget the pit that we have created. Our age multiplied by many, 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 much more. So जब लिखो तब समझ के लिखना. काफी गड्ढा बनाया है हमने कंप्लेन कर 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 करके, इसलिए थोड़ा सोच समझ के लिखना. Otherwise, the law, the science behind this, the law of attraction, we will be challenging it, but it doesn't need your challenge. Just being grateful for money. If you want, you can start with a smaller amount on your first magic check. देखिए मैंने क्या किया इसमें पता है? I didn't start with a small amount. I wrote a big amount. And I wrote exactly what amount I needed because I wanted to tally it with my vision board. And I knew what I wanted it for. But if you feel that 1 minute, let me check this out. Okay, Bijal is reading it. Okay, Rhonda has written it. But let me check it out. If there is even that inkling of doubt, then start with small. That is my advice. If you believe in this and write, Dil se, write what you want. Yeah? You can keep increasing the amount on your next checks. The benefit of, and the next checks, she's not saying wait for the first check to surface, huh? She's saying you can write your next checks also whenever you want to write. अच्छा छोटा वाला हो गया, एक हेयर बैंड चाहिए था तो हमने लिखा छोटा अमाउंट. चलो रोंडा ने कहा इस छोटा अमाउंट लिखने को, तो मैंने डाल दिया वन हेयर बैंड फॉर 450 रुपीज. इतना नहीं करना है. As I said, I just went for it because you want to check her out. But I didn't want to check her out. मुझे मेरे मास्टर्स ने जो वर्ड कहा हो ना, उसमें मुझे डाउट ही नहीं होता है. Like I'm a follower of Srimad Rajchandra, no? So एक जस्ट ही सेज नो, एक संत ना कहने से, उनकी लिखाई से, उनकी पढ़ाई से, उन्होंने जो कहा वो उनके ज्ञान से जो कहा वो करते जाओ, फिर जो मोक्ष लिबरेशन ना मिले तो मुझसे ले जाओ. She Rhonda says that in a materialistic way. Take it from me, take it from the secret. So I didn't have any doubt. The benefit of starting with a smaller amount is that when you magically receive it, see, she's explaining why small amount. You will know that you did it. You will know absolutely that the magic of gratitude worked. And the gratitude and joy you feel will make bigger amounts more believable to you. नहीं तो लगेगा ठीक है आ गया यार. Here from small, if you go to big, you will start believing it more. once you have filled, कितनी बार ऐसा हुआ, मेरे husband को कुछ मिला, मुझे कुछ मिला, mom को, बच्चों को. I didn't realize till I just sat back whenever I heard any good news that I'm a grateful person. That's why we got it. We are grateful, so we got it. ऐसे एकदम याद आता है. Do it with this informality. ये मैजिक बुक में ऐसे चिल्ड आउट में करा रही हूँ. यू कैन हील योर सेल्फ में तो एकदम चक्की पीसना है, बढ़िया से बढ़िया. You understand? This is a lot of fun. Dress like a magician, as I said. But then it comes in a beautiful way in the next book. There also we have fun only. Get a picture in your mind and visualize yourself actually using or investing in the money to get the very thing that you want, and put as much excitement and gratitude into it as you can. Like she says, no? That when it has surfaced, what were your emotions? Who did you first break the news to? Us tarah. Maybe you want the money for a pair of shoes, a new laptop, computer, iPad, a new bed. So picture yourself actually buying what you want in a store. How many of us complain when we go to a store? How many of us? कितना महंगा हो गया है ना, बाप रे. We say, no, so many times we say this. What do you want to buy from it? Computer, laptop, sari, jewelry, a ring, that वो hair rollers, वो आता है ना कुछ 30,000 का, new bed, कुछ भी. Picture yourself actually buying it from that store. If you would purchase, what would you want online if you wanted to purchase something? Then picture yourself receiving the delivery. So you feel excitement and gratitude. You might want the money to travel overseas or for your child's college education. So imagine buying your airplane ticket. When we went on a trip to see universities for my son 35 years back. Sorry, 43 years back. 7 universities in the United States. बोलो. You have to visualize कि आपने ticket ली, आप universities देखने जा, college education for your children. Buying his ticket, opening a college bank account, and feel as happy and grateful as if you've really actually received that ticket. Now this goes to such beautiful intensity, actually, such beautiful intensity in You Can Heal Your Life, where Louis Hay says, open your arms, like that she says. Never be like this. Open your arms, ready to receive barakat. I'll try to remove that page also just now for you if we have the time. It's so beautiful, ready to receive more, receive still more. Us tarah, open your arms. So imagine, after you've completed these steps, take the magic cheque with you today. This magic cheque is here. Okay, you've all got it. All right? This one. Magic cheque with you today, and put it in a place where you will see it often. On at least two more occasions during the day today, take the magic cheque in your hands. Picture yourself actually using the money for what you wanted, and feel as grateful and excited as you can, as though you're really doing it. If you want, you can do it more times in the day. As with any other magical practice, you can't do it too often. 2-3-4 baar bas. At the end of the day, either keep your magic cheque where you had it, or put it in another prominent place where you will see it daily. You could put it on your bathroom mirror, your refrigerator, underneath your magic rock, in your car or wallet, or on the back of your computer on the wall. Anytime you see your magic cheque, feel as though you've received the money and be grateful. that now you can have or do what you want. When you've received the money on your magic check, or if you receive the item you wanted to spend the money on in another magical way, replace the check with another amount for something else that you really wanted and continue with the magic check practice for as long as you want. So first let's write the magic check. है ना? मैं तो आज ओरिजिनल बुक में लिख रही हूँ, बोलो. So today's date, what's today's date? Pay, Bijal, Sunil, Doshi. To the order of, write the amount in words. And don't write only here, huh? This is not an actual check. And check you have to write only so that no one adds anything next to it. Here you don't have to write only. Is my experience. She's never mentioned it ever. लेकिन only क्यों भाई? And this is signed by the universe already. Okay? Done? Ready? You're ready to place it wherever you're going to see it twice or thrice today. And let's go for the assignment. Count your blessings. Make a list of 10 blessings. Write why you are grateful. Reread your list, and at the end of each blessing, say thank you, thank you, thank you, and feel as grateful for that blessing as you can. Fill in your magic check with the amount of money you want to receive, along with your name and today's date. Hold your magic check in your hand and imagine purchasing the specific thing you want the money for. Feel as happy and grateful as you can that you have received the money to buy it. Take the magic check with you today or put it in a place where you will see it often. On at least 2 more occasions, take the check in your hands, picture yourself using the money for what you want, and feel as grateful as though you were really doing it. At the end of today, keep your magic check in a prominent place where you will see it daily. When you have received the money on your magic check, or if you receive the item you wanted to spend that money on, replace the check. Be greedy. She's saying be greedy. You can have your shopping list, like how we go to the temple. निरोगी अवस्था अदरक पैसों मारो बच्चों मारा बच्चा मेरे ग्रैंडचिल्ड्रन मेरा ये मेरा वो वैसे कह रही है as if you're sitting in a restaurant looking at the menu and ordering it सब कुछ ला दो ये लाओ वो लाओ यो लाओ. So she's saying one, replace that check then. Once you've received it, you can write your next check and your next and your next. When you've received the money and if you receive the item you want to spend the money on, replace the check with a new amount for something else you want and repeat steps 2 to 4. But she requests, she orders us to write why, what we want. We don't go to a restaurant and just tell the waiter, bring everything on the table. We tell the waiter, this is what we want. Matar paneer, aloo, जरा कड़क करना भाई, जला हुआ चाहिए, मेरे में बटर मत डालना. Everything specific, no? So for is important. Yeah, for the house, for my spectacles, for my, very important. Just before you go to sleep tonight, hold your magic rock in one hand and say the magic words, thank you for the best thing that happened during the day. Then she's telling us to download the check, which you all have. Let's write 10 things we are grateful for. Examples being an interest being waived off. on a loan or something. Examples being gifted with a piece of gold jewelry, a guinea, a handbag, or something which was a hand me down for the children, which we would have otherwise bought almost worth 30, 40,000, 50,000, 20,000. वो आनंद मोरे मेरे म्यूजिशियन के फिर से बात करें तो है ना, उनको कैसे ऑक्सीजन का मशीन 60,000 का. ही मेंशन्ड दैट बिजल मैम, खाली मुझे लगा आपको फोन कर दूं, इसलिए बता रहा हूँ कि मेरे नेबर को ये चाहिए. अरे मिल गया उनको 48 hours में. ही गॉट इट. शी hasn't really mentioned journaling what you want it for. That actually comes on the vision board. So currently what we are writing is 10 gratitudes for what we have. For having the money for having the gold for having the diamonds for having the means for having the FD for. Sometimes we say, no, we have to break our FD for this. But we don't realize that we are breaking an FD for a better investment or some better education. So thank you that I had that to pay for whatever. The previous gratitude that she does is for the smaller things. Thank you for the money received. Thank you for the money received. Thank you that I have the money to pay, say, for my gas bills or petrol bills or whatever. Here it is about thank you for being able to have, like paying installments or paying an EMI or whatever for a car or anything. Make a list of 10 blessings why you are grateful. Why is written in italics. Reread your list and at the end of each blessing say thank you, thank you, thank you. She's saying to say. मैंने तो लिखा, but she's saying you can just say. Fill in your magic check with the amount of money you want, which we all did together, along with your name and today's date. We did it together. Hold your magic check in your hands and imagine purchasing the specific thing you want. Visualize it. You can put your pens down and imagine now or after the session. Imagine that you've got it. Feel as happy and grateful as you can that you have received it. So it's a celebration together, right? Yay! You've received it, you've got it. Take the magic check with you today or put it in a place where you see it often. So aaj to you have to get a glimpse of it at least 2-3 times. In a prominent place. Like my husband and I always place it in our temple because we do darshan twice, no, morning, evening. So we always place it in the cupboard where we open to do the darshan. When you have received the money on that check, or if you receive the item you wanted to spend the money on, replace it. Put that elsewhere and put the new one there, or put one on top of the other or next to that. So you have to basically repeat steps 2 to 4. Write again and place it there. Just before you go sleep tonight, again, for the best thing that happen is there always. Bye.